It's Street Fighter time, and it's time to look at my favorite character in his worst design, and the Street Fighter V design. Hello and welcome to another figure review, proper introduction. Today I'm going to have a look at the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter V Akuma, or as he's known in Japan, Gouki, with all that kind of Japanese text. You got the Street Fighter versus screen in the background, the blue globe, the Street Fighter V logo, Capcom logo, window box, 30th anniversary Street Fighter, some more artwork, Capcom Network, blah blah blah, blue figure, character, Gouki. And it's gonna do it with the box. Introducing Lion King Akuma. First and foremost, I want to have a look at his size. I'm not gonna make any more jokes about his appearance. Well, maybe some, maybe a little bit. He stands at really 19 centimeters to the top of his lion's mane, which means he's a little over 7.5 inches tall, which is pretty big. Is he really that big? I mean, it's really the hair. If you will just go to the top of the head, it's let me see that again. It's 18. If you're really just going to the top of the head, it's 18 centimeters, a little over 7 inches. But regardless of that, look in detail of the figure. It's still amazing. It's still Storm Collectibles. Still does a great job with that. I mean, look at this. Look at this crazy face. Look at this crazy face with the crazy hair. Even though, once again, it looks so stupid. I hate it. Why? Especially that. Why that? Alright. Face expression is very good. The lips are a little bit darker, which it fits. It's accurate, trust me. And the hair. Obviously, the hair, there's tons of detail on it, and even some shading going around with the face. It has a little bit of a darker tone. And by the way, it is completely soft plastic. We'll have a closer look at that when we get to the articulation, because it's very important. But yeah, we got some much more shading in the back, and like I'm saying, it's molded very widely. I like how it's just going all over the place. That's very cool. Like fire, just like fire. I don't like that song, so I don't know why I'm singing it. But for the rest of it, you have the gi. And I don't know how well it translates on the camera, but I think you're seeing it. There's some brighter spots in there, which makes it look very cool. Also, the molding in it, like there's like tons of little scratches going on, especially in the pants. If you're looking at it, like look at this. Look at how, you know, I don't even know how to call that. It looks like he's really like his clothes are old, and he travels a lot, and he fights a lot. So that's what it looks like, kinda. And it's what it should look like, because if you know Akuma, that's all he does, going around and fighting. Kinda like a Ryu, just with red hair and evil. Well, not really evil, but more like anti-hero evil. But more detail in the back, and his fist just fell off. Like, look, this looks like it's sewed, like he sewed this together, or, well, not really sew, but, again, mostly used wear damage. Let me get his fist back on. He's disconnecty. I just made up a word. He's kind of disconnecty a little bit. But yeah, going down to the bicep, look at the muscles, and his fist fall off again. Biceps, I got the veins going on, like very muscly, super big, super bulky. You have the rope wristband on this side, and on this side, with the fist, also very nicely done, and the paint job. I mean, you're a little bit off there with the rope, but that is so small, such a small detail, and I want to get this fist back on. Jesus, it's making me mad. And you got the rope belt. He's got a lot of ropes, rope belts, rope wristbands, and the sandals, which you can actually take off. I think, I haven't tried it because it's pretty tightly in there, but it's not connected anywhere, so technically you should pull that out in between his toes if you really want to. I'm not gonna try it because I don't want to break anything, because you guys get mad at me when I break stuff. Now, having a look at the articulation, like I said, the entire hairpiece is soft. It's super rubbery, and it smells. I took him out of the box, and I was like, Jesus, there's this entire smell. So, they left all this empty room over here. He's balding in the back of his head. That looks funny. But regardless, articulation-wise, the head goes forward. It's still getting blocked, obviously, because look at all that. Of course, it's going to block a little bit, but the head still goes forward very nicely. It still goes back. It still goes up. You know, you still get some good posing out of it. And it does go a little bit side to side, and his thing just disconnected over here. His little lion crown, okay, can take that off. Go side to side, And by the way, his beats over here, his beat necklace, which he now wears around his chest, it is on a stretchy material over here, on like kind of rubbery shoulders. The hinge in it is not really noticeable, so as a result, you don't really get it up that much. Let me try the other one. The other one already disconnected, that's why I'm saying he's disconnectee. And I think that's it. That's as far as it goes up. Of course, you can rotate it around all the way, and you can bring it back and forth, since it is on a butterfly joint. So that's pretty cool. And we have bicep swivel, have a double hinged elbow over there and over there. And this elbow is very nicely detailed also. By the way, we have the fist on the ball joint with a hinge on it, so you can bring it back and forth. And the rope part is not connected, is what I'm trying to say. Completely floaty, that was the word I was looking for. So you can hide articulation with it, you can pull that up, and there goes the ball joint. Magic! Getting to the chest part. With all these, just like with all these Storm collectibles, the chest is soft plastic, so it doesn't get in the way. They play around a lot with the soft plastic. That's why I'm not surprised by the hair. And if you didn't have Storm collectibles yet, the hands are kind of soft-ish. These I mean, it's fist hands, so they're pretty sturdy. But the chest is soft plastic, so it's bending. It's bending to the articulation, so you can bring him forward and back very nicely, actually. And I think I moved the torso around with that. But that's basically like the thing. If you move the torso and the chest with it, you know, you can cramp them down fairly nicely together. And as I was saying, the torso area, you can wiggle it around, can bring it back and forth. Also very nice, he's not really hindered anywhere here. And has all the muscle, the biceps. You can actually take this off, but we'll get to that once we get to the accessories. Spoilers. Legs go out to the side, legs go forward, legs go back. Very good range of motion actually. And it is just on a ball joint, so you can rotate it also around. Over here, then we have double hinged knees. I really thought they would go up a little bit more. There it goes. Yeah, they do go up more. Before I couldn't get them as far, but if you push a little bit, you get that much range, and he does wiggle around down here a little bit, but it doesn't go all the way because it's just getting blocked, I think. And the foot is just on a ball joint, once again disconnecting quite easily, and because it's on a ball joint, the articulation is not the greatest for side to side. I mean, it works, you get some out of it, and the ball joint itself is on a hinge, so back and forth motion is pretty good, it looks good. And then we have a toe hinge with the sandal on it. Now, as far as accessories go, we have two faces, open mouth, and gritting teeth. And I don't really know why he doesn't have like a little bit more fang teeth. I don't think he really has fangs, that's just in my mind. Then we got a couple of hands. You got like a more posing hand, more like a Hadouken hand, and I guess this is more posing. You know, just like battle poses, and a chop hand. Then we got these two energy effects, which are real just like for the Gosho whatever. Both sides, which is very nice actually. You can Shoryuken with both sides. You just attach it to his fist. It's completely soft plastic. It is kind of see-through and purplish going into pink. A really weird color choice, but that's how it is in the game, so I can't blame him. Of course, you have a fireball or Gohado or Hadouken. Gohado. You have the Street Fighter base with the Street Fighter logo and your arm, which you just attach. And then you pop this out and you put it on your Akuma. And it is like, it snaps back, so that's cool. It has a very tight grip. And you actually got another base over here, just for the fireball. Let me see if I can open that like a savage real quick. Ah! I need my Satsui no Hado to open that like a madman. Something fell down, but yeah, it has another arm actually. But yeah, it's mainly for the fireball. It's also ratcheted, holy crap. Okay, quality base. I really like it already, but there was a hole here. I just saw it, but I lost it. But you can put that on there, so you can have your fireball. And wabam! Finally, you got his vest. He has a different vest. He has a different gi with the logo on it after he raging demoned a fool to death, and does his winning pose. Before I get to the final thoughts, I have to undress him, of course, and while I was undressing him, I might as well show you all the more detail that goes into his body, because he can have a shirtless Akuma if you take this off. I still got this. Still wearing this kind of as a jacket. It's also pretty cool. I like this look, man. But yeah, more muscle work, and it's quite amazing. Like, once again, all this texturing going on there. It looks like his skin is just kind of old and leathery. I don't know. I mean, it fits. Like, he's basically a demon. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He doesn't look like a nice guy, but yeah. Muscle work, all of this. The abs, yeah, sexy. There you go. Moving on to the final thoughts. Die 1,000 deaths. I don't like the English dub. I always play in Japanese, but I don't know how he says it. Anyhow, time for the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? Storm Collectibles knocks another one out of the park. Yes, this one is really good. Yes, I still don't like this design, but yeah, I mean, Storm Collectibles is doing a good job, and this is just, I mean, this is basically the same basic body, although I'm saying same basic body, but I think like the muscle work is very different for Akuma, so it's the same. What I'm trying to say is the same basic articulation. They didn't change anything, but you don't need to change anything. If it's not broke, don't fix it. For the rest of it, there's tons of detail going on. You have tons of accessories, and the look is very good. There's really nothing I could complain about here. So yeah, 100% recommend. And I do secretly hope they do a classic one, because let's be honest here, all they have to do is give him a different headpiece and make beats that go around. Actually, you could probably use these beats and warp them around. And ever since I put on his different gi, I have trouble with the beats a little bit, so be aware of that when you're putting them on. But once again, I do recommend this one 1,000,000%. There's not a bad thing about it, and it's gonna do it. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Akuma wants.